Okay, so this one you might have put aside a bit just because you need such a difficult assignment to get. Well, not difficult, just downright infuriating. To unlock the AMAX, you need those gun butt kills. But before we have a look at that, let's have a look at what we're unlocking here for the AMAX. The AMAX is a high damage assault rifle, somewhere sitting in between a kilo and, well, that's a lot further off with AK, but somewhere between a kilo and an AK. It's got a high damage model, one of the fastest TTKs in Warzone. I think the fastest actually as of Season 5. And it's got a slight bit of recoil, but it does slay. It's no kilo. It's probably about even with an M4 if you control the recoil. Personally, I don't really have an issue with it. You just got to land your shots pretty quick because it does get out of hand very soon. But as with all weapons, it's just a matter of trying it and seeing if it suits you. It might be God's gift to your Warzone gameplay. As for vanilla gameplay, well, personally, it's not that special. At the end of the day, you want to be running meta, so kilo on the longer ranges, HDR, and a dirty little MP5 if it's a tight map. As you can see here, I was playing in the sweat lobby, and, well, if I didn't have such bot aim, maybe I could have done better. It was reasonable though. But up against the gods of modern warfare, the ones who don't miss a shot, you can pull off the most incredible plays you wouldn't believe, well, you're still going to get beat. Let's face it, you're going to be beat for MP5, especially if they know where you're going to peek before you even know where you're going to peek. Okay, so gun butt kills. Are you ready for some pain? Well, actually, not as much pain as you might think if you just set your loadouts as follows. First, well, we need an assault rifle. So go for the most ranked up assault rifle you have. In this case, it's my M4. So we'll just go here. You want to set it up as follows. You want to make it as mobile as possible. So you want to go the shortest barrel. Now this one here, very important. You must have this, a breach device. That allows a one-hit melee kill, which will make your life a hell of a lot easier and stop you dying 20 times for 2 kills. Next up, I run the tac laser, just a bit extra mobility. I'm not sure if it actually increases your movement speed, but it is very good for increasing your ADS times. Next up, another essential, no stock. You want this thing to be as close to an SMG as possible. You also want to run the default mags. Actually, that's the same as the default in terms of mobility, but pretty much whatever magazine has the most amount of movement speed. You have to excuse me, I'm not very good at live mics, so just bear with me. And next up, perk, very important, fast melee. You need this one so you can just go in there spamming the melee key or button or whatever you use and just hope for the best. Like, you literally just got to spam it. Okay, so now that's all set up. We'll go have a look at our perks here. Now this is what I run. Got quick fix, so your health regeneration starts as soon as you kill an enemy player, which is pretty important because you're going to be in amongst them, you're going to be taking damage, and you want to have that quick fix, and that might turn a 1 streak into a 2 streak, and when you're going with gun butt alone, yeah, it makes a very big difference. Next up, I've got Ghost, pretty much just to stay off. Actually, I change that. I run Overkill. And then I'll put my secondary weapon as the riot shield. So that way no one's going to shoot you in the arse. Well, if they do, joke's on them. Trust me, it actually does help. I forgot to mention that one. Let's go back here. Now I've lost it again. Wrong one. That's my sweat one. Okay. Where were we? Perks. Jeez. Lose my train of thought that easy at work too. Constantly rock up into a place and I'm like, what did I come here for again? But anyway, perks. Back onto the topic. Next up, I've got tune up. You could probably run tracker, I'd say, if you really want to. Battle harden, it doesn't really matter. Tracker's probably got quite a bit of advantage, but personally I'm no good at looking at footsteps. It's pretty much poor centering if you ask me. I run tune up. Why do I run tune up? Because it enables you to get your field upgrade a lot quicker, which is essential. You should run dead silence because pretty much you move faster, your field of view actually increases, and you are completely silent. No one can hear you. Now that that's all done, we've set our load-ups up. What we're going to have to do is go into TDM. Now, if you haven't got the base game, well, I'm sorry. It's going to be, honestly, outside of Kingslayer Trios or a game mode like that, or Warzone Rumble, you are going to punch your monitor trying to unlock this. You really need the base game, and you really need to just go into just team deathmatch, just standard team deathmatch. You can probably do it on what's it called again? The big one, bloody ground war. But let's face it, ground war, everyone's just holding angles, and you'll just get completely mowed down unless you want to go on a massive flank. But there'll be some camper in some obscure spot, and you'll just die. I don't like ground wars, you can probably tell. TDM's filled with enough campers as it is, but that's pretty much the best one to go. Okay, so let's jump into a game and see how many times I can die. Okay, not going to lie to you, this is just a nice little streak here which perfectly illustrates what I'm going to do. Okay, so I want to hug the side of the map as close as possible and try and put myself pretty much in the enemy spawn. So if you can get the picture in your head, the enemies, they'll be facing your teammates, but you'll be behind them. So in theory, you should have a bit more time to be able to sneak up on them, even without dead silence. Use your ears and listen to enemies, listen to footsteps, where they're moving, where are they going. If you see an enemy, try not to shoot at them if you can avoid it. Don't give away your position. And while that was just a good example, that isn't reality. Reality is you're going to go in, you're going to be killed. No kill. You're going to go in, you're going to be killed. No kill. You're going to go another way, you'll get one kill and die. And you'll try again, you'll die. You'll try again, finally you'll get your second kill, and it's going to pretty much go on like that. You have to expect deaths. You can't worry about your KD if you want to unlock this gun, because you will cop a lot of deaths. And you might be wondering, why haven't I mentioned stun grenades and flash grenades? The answer's simple, I'm not a little bitch, and I hope you aren't too. Do this the right way. Go about it, make it a challenge, and your enemies will respect it. If you go in and flash your enemies, they're just going to hate you, go to their sweat loadouts and absolutely destroy you. Anyway, I hope this video has helped, and I hope you finally get to unlock the gun if you go for it. Thank you for watching. If you like it, hit us up with a like. If you dislike it, hit us with a dislike, and bloody give me some crap in the comment section. I'll catch you boys later, and girls.